Yo, yo, yo. What is good? Welcome.
You know, as always, we are fashionably late, but I want to thank you guys for being here. Stay puff, Sean. Good to see you. Well, Wolf by lunchtime. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah,
Yeah,
welcome.
I was the one slacking this time. He was all ready to go. I'm
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, I kind of threw you under the bus there.
yeah,
Oh,
but
yeah.
that's okay.
Married with Issues Live, issue 79.
We work through our issues one panel at a time
Yeah, we're live at YouTube, on YouTube,
on YouTube.
at youtube.com/c/married with issues.
It's been a long day, guys.
Oh my god, it has.
It has really been. I was watching Stay Puft show earlier, chatting with the community, and it was good. And it was when I was doing the dishes. I didn't get done near as much reading as I wanted to. Right? You're so true. That's so true, Puff. Being late is your old trademark. Right?
It is, really.
We really are. And
Only in the only verse.
we moved the time back to be on time, and it's still just.
Yeah, just to account for it.
It is only in the only verse, though.
Like, a big part of that was also, to accommodate the his and her hunt, since we hunt the same day as our show, usually.
Excuse me. Sorry.
You're just
I'm being difficult.
You're just banging into everything.
I'm good at that. But
Yeah.
we weren't able to go to LCS today, but we did get some recent reads done.
Yeah, Werewolf by lunchtime, you need to put more marbles in the freezer.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is about that time.
My bad.
Oh,
That meant it's so cold, and they roll with you. Like, it's not fun to wake up to frozen marbles. But it works. Hey, Barbarian! Thanks for joining us. Good to see you.
hey, what's going on, buddy?
Yep.
So since we didn't go to our LCS, we didn't make it today.
He actually took a page out of my book.
I did?
Yeah. You were going to finish Longbow Hunters before the show. Just like I was going to finish Joker War before the last show.
I know.
And it didn't happen. I played the quiet game, and I let him read, and then I looked over, and he's fallen asleep. I didn't distract him that time.
You lost the quiet game after like 3 seconds, though.
No, that was just a practice round.
Oh, God. Of course it was.
Don't you know there's always a practice round? Oh, hey, Andy from England. Thanks for joining us. It's good to see you.
Hey, and Lady Fantastic,
Hey,
what's
Lady.
going on?
Good to see you, Lady Fantastic. Thanks for joining us and being here.
Yeah, thank you guys for all hanging out with us. Yeah, because we've talked about how, because we kind of realized that, there was a...
Right?
A
Yeah,
big-
we would even be like probably an hour later. Good tune.
Oh, right.
If we would have made it.
If
to the
we did make it,
LCS.
yeah. I'm sure, yeah, with how long it's been taking us just to do...
I know.
Yeah, just anything.
real.
Like, holy cow. Just more scattered than ever.
I'm excited though. They're doing a sale all next month.
Yeah, is it... yeah, because they do the all month of December, right? But I think this is one of the sales when, like...
The first week is one sale on one thing, and then the second week is one sale on another, and then like the last 2 weeks is on everything.
It's like on everything, yeah.
Yeah, to where it goes from like back issues and then like statues and then
And,
everything.
like, trades and...
Trades,
Yeah, so like each week it's like, what, 20% off maybe? Something like that.
Yeah, so since we weren't able to go to the LCS, we figured we would just like show some of our favorite trades and like recommended reads if you haven't read them, or like kind of recent reads, but not really recent.
Yeah, and I had
just kinda
meant
going with it.
to kind of, since I finally read, well, I had meant to finish Longbow Hunters.
You were so close,
I
like
know.
that close, and
I'm
yeah.
halfway through book 3.
halfway.
So, yeah.
It's okay. I only got 2 books read, and then the other ones are just the trades that I have already read. But they're good. They're really good ones. They're some of my favorites, and that's what we're going over this time.
Yeah, and it's not necessarily just like our favorite ones that we've read, because we're actually going to be doing coming up soon with the new year, because we did it last year on the show, and we're going to do it again this year. It's either the last show of the year or the first show of the new year. I think
I like last
year,
show.
Yeah, I kind of like that too.
I like last show because then like the first one we can do like what we
What
like
we're
look
looking forward to.
like our goals. What are we going to try to obtain? And like actually set and get done, like that ASM 7.5.
Which I think that's exactly how we did it last year, if I remember right.
Somewhat, yeah. It was a good turkey day. Thank goodness my mom is a blessing. She made dinner, and then I went down, and it was a drive-by pickup, and then I brought the food back here
Oh yeah, that's true.
because I don't know how to cook.
Yeah, this is our yeah, this is our first show since Turkey Day. So yeah,
Hmm.
yeah, it was awesome that we were able to.
You know what really tripped me out though? The fact that Friday I had to go to Walmart for a few things, and it like didn't
Oh
even
yeah,
feel like Black Friday. I'd never gone to the store before on a Friday, like after Thanksgiving, and it just
on a Black Friday when it didn't
yeah,
seem like one.
it did
Yeah,
not seem like one. It felt like just another day. I It's
and
weird.
it was I can't remember what time of the day it was, but it wasn't like it was. Well, no, that's the thing, because with Black Friday, it could be any time, and it could
Yeah,
be crazy. That's
yeah.
kind of the normal, yeah. So,
I think it was just around noon because I had to go get my meds. But
Mr. Garo.
Garo, thanks for joining us. It's good to see you.
Yeah, Werewolf by Lunchtime says turkey is too dry for me. A lot of the times it is for me too.
The way my mom, she deboned it. She
Yeah,
like deboned the entire turkey and then she just like marinated it and it was like juicy and it was good.
it
And
was really good. Yeah.
it was so good. We would have like starved otherwise because we don't know how to cook. It's a work in progress.
Yeah, it looks like where was it? Yes, it looks like some oh, Werewolf at Lunchtime, his LCS closed down. Online ordering only now. Oh man.
Damn, that's sad. Like we're trying to keep ours alive. I mean,
Well, no, they
we get
the two that we have in our
oh yeah, that's another
vicinity
thing.
are
Our
I mean they do
LCS,
good.
our LCS that we go to that is won Best of Utah.
Oh yeah, yeah, I guess they do like best comic shop probably.
Yeah.
I think so. That's how they do it. Cuz like our what is it? Our City Weekly. Is it City Weekly that does it?
It's either City Weekly or it's Slug.
I think Slug might have their own, but it,
It could be.
I think both of them actually do a version of it, but
Hey
yeah, there's like
Perry,
the
thanks for joining us. Good to see you.
Yo Perry.
Been a while. Thank you all for joining us. Yeah, we're just.
Yeah.
I don't know if they would know the difference between City Weekly and Slug. It's like
No. Yeah.
just two local newspapers that
Yeah.
indie newspapers that go out.
Yeah.
I did get some reading done though.
Yeah, you did
This is really
oh,
good.
Yeah, I haven't read that
And
one yet.
it's gonna be a double up because the variant that they have is in the hold, and I couldn't go without it.
I think it was a Peach Momoko one, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
it was
Yeah.
it was gorgeous. So I did read this one. I really enjoyed it. I think it's going good. I can't wait till you read it so we can talk about it.
Yeah, because I loved the
It's
first issue.
yeah. The first issue was so good, and this issue is just as good. I really enjoyed it.
Especially with how it ended.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you think you know, it was one of those things where you think you know what's going on, but then
Yeah.
it just flips you like right on your head
It's
practically.
good.
Yeah.
I can't wait till you read it because it's yeah. I liked it. It was really good, and that's when it's good storytelling when you can't predict what's coming.
Exactly. Yeah,
When
because
you're able to get that element of surprise and not
especially
like know what's about to happen.
especially for me at least, someone who
Ooh.
what's the word I'm thinking
Yeah.
of? Especially for someone like me who
Right,
I,
royalty in the house, Perry.
right?
For real.
Oh wow.
Oh, it's been a long time.
But no, like especially for someone like me that gets a lot of different forms of storytelling, whether it's comics or movies or video games or
Yeah, you dig pretty deep.
you know,
Well, not dig. You dive pretty deep into the lore in Destiny.
and even
And
that,
you
right?
like
Yeah,
get
that's
way into it. Like,
even Destiny's lore in the Grimoire and Off game is even that's an animal of its own.
I still need
But
to read the Destiny trade that you got, that I got you actually.
but I find myself a lot of the times just kind of expecting where something's gonna go, and it most of the time does.
Right.
But yeah, that was a nice change, like of with the first issue of Rorschach, where I thought I knew what was going on, but yeah, it just drops you on your head.
This one's doing the same thing.
That one?
Yeah, I read. Yeah, if I remember right, I was kind of tired when I read it. I might have to reread
You might have to
it.
reread that one.
Yeah, I passed out on the couch. It happens. But yeah, so the other one I kind of read for the most part. Something's Killing the Children. I really like this series though overall, and I really want one of those masks that they have with the teeth. Like, I want one so bad. But yeah, maybe someday,
Yeah.
possibly. But I have really been enjoying the series, and I'm liking it a lot more than I initially thought I was going to. I didn't think I was gonna like. I was giving it a chance, and I'm really glad that I did. I'm so glad that you're caught up on it too.
I am too. I'm glad
Like,
that I started reading it too.
it's worth the read so far.
Oh,
Definitely worth the read.
thanks, Werewolf. Yeah, he says cool t-shirts, guys.
Thank you.
Hey, Southern.
Yeah, it's the Looney Tunes, and I got that book last week, but I think I showed it.
Yeah, and
so-
aggressively relaxing. I want to get a table at a flea market where I don't sell anything. I just proudly display my collection to a crowd.
I know,
Right?
like since we weren't able to go to the LCS, we were going over a few ideas of like showing some of our figures, but I'm like, I don't want to risk dropping one.
No,
and
yeah.
I'm clumsy. But
I mean,
there is
eventually
something
we
that
might.
we do plan on moving in here, though.
Yeah, we are gonna.
So
we're gonna
there's-
change
there's
something
some-
back here.
Yeah, that's gonna change right.
But
right
no, like
there.
I was saying earlier, because how we have been talking about ways that we can. I mean, because we realize there's like a lot of our collection that we haven't really showed. Because
Right,
we
yeah.
notice most of the time we're showing like single issues and stuff.
Yes,
We kind of really haven't shown a lot of whether it's collectibles,
which is,
our trades and hardcovers and omnibus and
we've slowly started showing more movies too.
well, yeah, especially with you.
Real pixels. It's a work
well,
in progress.
yeah.
It's coming soon. It's gonna be like my recommendation, favorite movies, why I love them. I don't know. It's just, yeah.
Yeah,
I
we're,
like weird movies.
yeah, we're
The
still
voices
working.
is really good.
Yeah, we're still working on some of the more shows and content stuff that we want to start doing. A big thing of it is we kind of have to. We kind of won't really get that stuff going until we probably upgrade our StreamYard.
Yeah, that might take some time.
Because
We're going
when
off the cuff. We'll see
yeah,
how it goes.
because when we upgrade it, you have more. You know, there isn't like
Right.
a streaming limit like we have now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, and we also need to figure out the audio when we're on with other people so that you can just
That too.
have more
'cause-
open invites because you guys are all just so incredible that it would be so awesome. And I need to make an appearance on the Hunters with
Yeah.
or without you.
I'm
I'm kidding. It was a joke.
I'm so down
You're
for
always
that.
with me.
No, and then
We're a
because
pair.
I know we want to have like a show, yeah, where we always have we're always
Mhm.
on with someone. I kind of wouldn't mind even doing, oh hell, something like a direct edition again or something, you know, where
Anyone
it's
orders
like the
some
same group of people.
Marvel vs. Alien covers. I didn't know they were doing Marvel vs. Alien covers.
Oh yeah, that was announced like a couple or a few weeks back, I think.
Oh.
So they probably should be coming out somewhat soonish, I think.
Wasn't there one that? Oh yeah, the Scotty Young variant to Black Cat, but it's like a #1. Thank you so much, Barbarian, for posting that. I am so psyched for that now. I did inform the LCS to get it in enough time, but yeah, and I just grabbed a
hopefully
bunch
we
of
should get
trades that I don't know if I've really shown before, but they're just some of my most memorable trades that I enjoyed a lot more than I thought I was going to. So I just have like a stack.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking too, but I was also
It's kind of a heavy stack.
not
see.
wanting to include some that's going to be on my like best of 2020 list.
Oh, I don't care if it's on. It's
That and remember
I'm a
when
broken
we
record. I go on repeat.
remember when we do that too. It's not necessarily has to come out
Star Wars.
in
January.
2020. It could be anything that we read in 2020 for when we do that later.
Matter of time. But we lose track of time in the only verse. Like,
Yeah.
that's,
Well, because this one right
I
here
didn't mean to be
is-
late today.
I mean, this one right here by far is one of my favorite books I've ever read. Period.
That book, yeah, this one is really good, and it's really hard to find, but it is such a good story.
Yeah.
I was really glad you told me to read that one. It
This
was definitely.
even
it
if
gave me
it-
a whole different side of
exactly.
Doom. Like,
Even if you're not even a fan of Doctor Doom, you know, if you think he's just some kind of some
be
villainous
careful though,
despot.
though. You and Gara have a tendency to rub it in.
Right.
Oh, good stuff.
But no, this is one of the, like I was saying earlier, there's only really like 2 books I think that have ever either like brought me to tears or almost did, and this is one of them.
I know the other one is one I still have to read, the Spider-Man.
The other one you still
Year
have
one.
to read.
I had started reading it, but I didn't get through to it all the way because then you ended up reading it, and then I got distracted myself.
Oh, you did start it, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But on this one, I'm super stoked because it's Joelle Jones, and she is going back to writing more of this.
Yeah, I
But
think she is.
If you haven't read Lady Killer, you should totally do so. It is so good. You guys probably already have. Majority of you probably already have, but this is just like one of my recommendation reads. Like I read through it so quick.
Oh, yeah, we
without
flew
even
through it.
yeah, but it was still just the way she did the art and the storytelling. It just I love Joelle Jones.
It was one of those series that is really easily digestible.
like Saga,
Like Saga,
where
yeah.
you're able to just kind of breeze through it. Like
Yeah.
it was really good, and so I got this one's 2. So yeah, Joelle Jones is working back on Lady Killer again, isn't she?
I'm pretty sure she is, because I remember she posted something like a little while ago, where it was a picture of I can't remember her name right now, but the main character.
Let's see.
And I mean, it was kind of subliminal, even like what she wrote in the caption, but it definitely, yeah, I think she's working on it
again. It fits with the storytelling though. She leaves it a little mysterious, like you don't know what to expect.
It's such an awesome series, even just artistically, especially artistically. But I mean, it's even written good, and the story itself is
the art.
keeps you
so
going.
beautiful. It's like
it really is. I mean, she's one of my favorite artists right now, for sure. Like
that's just gorgeous. If I can get it right everywhere. Yeah.
It is, and it's so crazy, like how contrasting, like the kind of vintage, beautiful art is with how gory it is in a lot of times too.
Yeah, I forgot. Yeah.
Remember, yeah, it gets it's pretty brutal at times too.
Yeah, it gets.
It's really
I don't
good. I really like that. I mean,
you guys have
I kind of almost want to
read it.
I kind of want to reread it.
Her is very unique and nice, right? It really is, and she did just so good on Catwoman's wedding dress and like all her new outfit. I really love Joelle Jones' art, and it's gorgeous.
Mm-hmm. I've always like with my personal like my personal art, and also like I've always loved line work, and she has like the best line work.
He is drawing a lot more, and it makes me so happy. Like
his art is like, yeah, I've been.
I posted the Shredder one that you had done, and it was the it's not finished yet because he wanted to do like the
you
trade
did
dress.
Post it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. The Shredder. I didn't know you did.
Yeah, because
it's fine. It's fine that you did, but
yeah, and you had sent it to me. Yeah, because NYC tagged me in original art, and I'm like, oh.
Oh, that's right. I knew that.
Yeah.
Sorry, I forgot about that. I
totally. And you say I don't listen, man.
Yeah, that guilty.
Guilty as charged. Just kidding. No, I plead the fifth.
Yeah, Werewolf says I need to get around to reading that. I have the first trade. That's how we were. We had both of those kind of for a while before we finally read it.
We did, and then it was one of the times that we were in here after the show that we just like lingered in here, and then like you were going through something, and I just picked it up, and next thing I knew, I was already finished with it, and you're like, wait, what? I'm like,
because we hadn't really like flipped through it yet, and we were kind of just talking and flipping through it, and I was like, God, so I'm gonna read this, like, and I think I just flew through both of them, like right there in one sitting, like.
You will definitely enjoy it. It was really good. It just
It is.
It had mystery to it.
It is. It's pretty original.
Ooh, Soldier! You seen the next few Spawn covers? Holy, what was it? McFarlane and No, I forgot.
Another one of my favorite artists.
Capullo?
Yep.
I got it. That's
nice.
not often that happens, guys.
Hey, comic collector.
Hey, thanks for joining us. It's good to see you.
Yeah. So yeah, I actually had part of that in the news though. But yeah, how Capullo is going to be returning. I was about to say to the series that made him, but he was making a name for himself on X-Force even right before.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I'd been.
So.
Black Panther 6 1940s variant. Ooh, that's awesome. That's beautiful. Like,
just opened my Black Panther 6
amazing AOK that we got from Daymares was just last week too. I still the Daymares is just so incredible and so awesome, and you guys are just like restore my faith in humanity. And
really
we still have to go to your aunt's to pick up those ones, but
I know, yeah. Unfortunately, we haven't been able to make it there yet.
Yeah, they kind of got sent to his aunt's house, but it works.
And speaking of both independent female lead character and amazing art,
Ooh, yes, please do so. I would love to see it. Thanks, Lady Fantastic.
this has always been one of my
Hey, Javi.
favorite.
Did I pronounce it right that time? I think I did.
Yeah, you got it that time.
Yay.
Yay.
I don't always do that.
Oh,
I feel bad when I'm on the phone and people at work and I have to like pronounce their name. I'm like, I'm so sorry if I mispronounce that. Like,
oh,
I don't mean
right.
to, but I'm just, yeah. It
Yeah.
is what it is.
No, I was the same way. I
Honestly, though, with Lady Mechanica, Jesus, it's been a long day. With Lady Mechanica, though, it was one of the first ones that you got when we started getting back into collecting, and I love like the steampunk style art of that series,
I
and
do.
it's just the color palettes and everything is so gorgeous, and it really ties it together.
yeah,
And then-
Joe Benitez has definitely created a pretty interesting world here. Yeah,
Yeah.
I love it. It's
This one I wouldn't have known about if it wasn't for McD sending us an AOK, where I got the first issue and I was hooked right off the bat from the first issue. I know Comics on the Mind, Kirk had read it and he enjoyed it as well. It was optioned, but I hear it was canceled from being optioned, and
with
it-
the
we
hopes
kinda-
of still eventually doing it though.
yeah, with the hopes of still doing it. But what makes me sad is that like the way the story ended is that you could have definitely still continued with this as like an ongoing series, but they kind of sold the rights, so it's like a one hit wonder. Or maybe I don't know if he'll ever come back and write more, even though he sold the rights. But this, like, I really loved this overall series, and it was a book that McD had sent.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
And
I
I
loved
loved
it too.
it. I actually gave one of these away on my
oh,
Instagram
yeah.
followers
You
on
did. I forgot
Instagram.
about that.
Yeah, I highly recommend it if you haven't read it. It is so good. It has its moments where it's kind of sad, and it's like
Yeah,
it may just be a book, but the emotional damage is real. Like it
That's-
can,
like Books of Doom for
Mhm.
me.
yeah. Books of Doom was just so good. That definitely got me. But yeah, this is just one of my
Real quick,
favorite
though,
all-time
so
stories.
when he sold all of his Miller World stuff to Netflix, I don't know if that was just like
Film.
movie or television rights, or if it was also publishing rights. Because if you notice, you see this Netflix on the back of even the books now.
That's what I wonder, because like with this, like the way it ended, they could have kept going. They could have turned this into an ongoing, like very
I
easily.
want to say
like
I
like
could
a
have sworn
fast,
I've
like
seen
a
him.
time gap,
I've read something
time
with
jump,
him.
not gap.
I swear that I've read something with him. It was after we
right?
it was after we read it.
Oh.
That I swear I
him,
came
like-
across something where he said he wanted to do more with it.
I think you did. I'm pretty sure
I'm
that you
pretty
did.
sure.
I try to listen and pay attention, but
Yeah,
I'm bad
Brubaker.
at
Yeah,
that.
Brubaker's one of my favorite writers by far. Like
he is really good.
he's so good. I don't think I've read anything bad by him. Like,
Mm-mm.
and not just I haven't read anything bad by him. It just seems like everything is like, just like
Good.
top of lists. You know, like his
Yep.
Daredevil stuff. Some of
Mhm.
my favorite Daredevil stuff. His Captain America stuff. Like holy cow.
There's so much good stuff out there. It's like
Yeah.
I love comics, and it's
And
just
I haven't
like-
even read his like creator-owned stuff, like Criminal, and like I've been wanting to get into that. I can't remember what the name of one of the other ones is. I swear the one though that everyone keeps telling me.
Millar, pronounced Miller. Oh, so it's not. Huh.
I know it's.
didn't know
it's,
that.
Yeah, it's spelled Millar.
It's kind of like Valiant is like Valiant.
Yeah, Ballant.
I didn't know that until he called me out. I'm like, whoa.
Yeah,
It
it's funny
crazy.
because with how it's spelled too. Like
Mhm.
sometimes I'll say Millar, but I've heard
Yes,
him. I've heard him.
definitely.
Sort of, oh God, yeah, it's Batman too. How the hell did I leave that out?
Yeah. Speaking of, like, I'll show you something real quick. I'm not going far.
Oh,
don't
and that's
worry.
yeah. Speaking of trades and stuff, that's actually one of the ones I really want to get is the trades of his Catwoman stuff from her second ongoing. Oh yeah.
Yeah. So you know how they are doing their previews as like posters. I had to grab this one, and I am super stoked for it. We haven't gotten a frame for it yet, but I love it so much. The whole poster to it is really good. Like the whole thing has a bunch of our posters and previews in it. There's actually like 3 of these in there, but I want to get it framed and hang it on the wall because it's just Bat and Cat, and I am super stoked for it. I can't wait. I want to, but I do still need to catch up on the recent Catwoman stuff because I haven't completely caught up on Joker War. I think
Yeah.
I'm on, geez,
I think you're like
I
halfway through
know,
the whole
yeah.
arc.
Yeah, I'm a little more than halfway through.
Was that
I got about like 8 more books to go.
was that with reading the tie-ins in tech?
Included, yeah. Because you
Okay,
gave him to me in a certain order.
well, yeah, I did. Yeah.
Yeah. Because he looks out for me that way. He does. But yeah, when we had gotten it the first time, I had to grab a second one the next time because I was like, wait a minute, it's a free little poster, and it's just so.
I know it didn't even
gorgeous,
really
like,
dawn on me. Like I knew how they've been doing them on that, but it hadn't even really dawned on me to get them like
I'll show you
for the
guys
poster.
something. I don't know if you've seen it, but you may have. So just.
Oh yeah, speaking of which, I think it was Andy if I'm right. I think Andy asked. Yeah, it was Andy. Future, you looking forward to Batman, Catwoman?
That's what brought it up. Was reading that and
Oh,
yeah.
okay, you saw it, yeah.
There may be a delay, but we ride the same bus. I drive it.
Right.
No, yeah, see, so then like on my phone. Let's see if it works.
What are you doing?
Hey.
Oh yeah, that.
I don't know if it showed all the way, but it's a bat and cat, and it's a Sauve bat Fuma cat.
Oh, Humak, yeah.
Yeah.
Which is like a nod to one of our things.
I'm a huge Catwoman and Batman fan. I love those two together. I even sometimes call him Bat.
Yeah, well,
I can't help
and
it.
it's funny because earlier today I actually reminded you. I'm like, oh yeah, we're getting closer to that because it's like
Yeah.
it's like at the beginning of December, I think, or like first week of December or something like that.
I bet you anything this says on the inside of it. I can't
Ooh.
wait.
Yeah, Lady
I can't wait.
Fantastic said. However, I did pick up a mid-grade copy of Brave and the Bold 111 today. Batman and Joker.
Nice.
Ooh.
I've been collecting Brave and the Bold with Green Arrow, Batman and Green Arrow, and it's been really good. And actually, this is one that I put on the top of my So at the beginning of the year,
Oh yeah.
I was looking through other books, and I had come across this one, and I'm like, wait, what do you mean there is a story with Batman, Green Arrow, and Poison Ivy? And so then it was like there's like maybe around this time last year that it was like, oh my god, I have to find that. And then I go on Amazon, and to my surprise, it was very easily available. I hurried and ordered it and got it before the year 2020 even started. So it was put on my list for 2020, and then I received it before the year even started. But it was a really good read. It's savage I can't wait for you to read it, but it's The Poison Tomorrow. This is a story that I really loved. I read it at the beginning of the year, and it's kind of dark at the end, and it's
Danny O'Neill, yeah.
It's definitely not necessarily a young reader
Right.
book. Definitely not, but I really enjoyed it. It was really cool seeing Batman and Green Arrow
And Poison
teaming up
Ivy, yeah.
with Poison Ivy. Like, you guys can probably read that, but yeah.
Yeah,
And
so
it's The Poison Tomorrow, and it was a really good read. I really enjoyed it.
and I think like a lot
But
of
it was
those
dark. It was big, yeah.
a lot of those older prestige things like those it was a really low print run too, right? Like it can be pretty hard to find.
It came out in 92.
Oh, 92. Okay, so it wasn't in the 80s like I think because I think a lot of those were in like the late 80s.
Yeah. See.
Yeah, so 92.
Yeah. Some good Ivy.
Oh, that's like the Jolly Green Giant Ivy suit too, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
It was a really good story. It just the ending, like, oh,
yeah, I gotta read that.
It's dark. You gotta read it. It's it's good. It's like, oh. Yeah, Darren, I just love the variety of characters, all different team ups.
Of course, I have these.
Exactly. Yeah. Sorry.
Oh yeah, real quick though, yeah, whether it's still Brave and the Bold, I should have grabbed those because how we have.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, you have that one.
I don't know if you've read this one, Lady Fantastic, but if you haven't, you might really enjoy it. It was the recent Brave and the Bold. We have this one in the hardcover, and we have it in the 6 issues. it was a really, really good series. I enjoyed it so much, and it made me just want to dive even more into the Brave and the Bold series overall. So I collect those ones with Green Arrow and then other characters as well. But this was kind of recent. It was this year, I
I
think.
think it was
It
maybe
might have
last
been
year. I
last
think it was
year.
last year.
Yeah, I think it was last year. Yeah, it was last year. But it was a really good read, and the art is just so incredible in it. Like, it's
Yeah.
gorgeous.
Liam Sharp did the interior, and it's holy cow.
It's
it's
so
a
good. Like,
especially in hardcover.
I've already reread it again just because it's that good. To where I'm like, all right, I want to read it again.
Yeah, I was seeing if they were in here while we were talking about Brave and the Bold because we actually have two of the Brave and the Bold omnibuses.
See, that's crazy. You collected all three. Wait, no, I read that wrong. You collected all of the Brave and the Bold, Volume Three this year's
Volume
great
3.
series. That's awesome. He got to the omnibuses that I have to dig into, but yeah, I really like those Brave and the Bolds.
Yeah,
And then yeah,
and that's what a lot of it was like uh, like the Green Arrow team ups and some of the
hmm
other team ups and a lot of Neil Adams stuff and
like
but yeah, how could I not have these? Because I mean everyone knows
yeah, he's a big
how
Spawn fan.
crazy I am over these hardcovers though. Like holy cow.
It was really good. I enjoyed the read, and he was the one that had gotten me to read it. And
Mm-hmm.
I was reading it with the single issues when it came out, and it was so good. I wanted to double dip and have it in the trade, and then also in the single issues because it's the art is incredible, so good. And there's even uh,
Oh wow.
there's even a the what do you call it? Um, not hint, like
Like a
shout out maybe.
Easter egg
Yeah, maybe Easter
or
egg.
like a
That
nod or
yeah, I think it would be Easter egg. Yeah, that book is so beautiful. What's sad though is he collected all of them up into like 8, and then they stopped making them, and it's not the whole series,
10.
and so it's 10. It's throwing off his OCD.
Well, yeah, because they have you can find hardcovers where it says like volume 11 or 12,
Mm-hmm.
but if you look, these are it says book 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Because this is actually 12 issues collected.
Let's see.
They
I
kept
found
making the like 5 or 6 issue ones,
right.
the like really thin hardcovers, which I'm normally not a fan of.
Found issue 1 of that everywhere. Can't find the other 5. I'm not sure which one. Is that Raven the Bold? If it is, maybe. Yeah, that one's really good though. Um,
Ooh, yeah.
it was really good. Yeah, so it was like a shout out or a call out or whatever because in this one, as I hit my mic, the Green Arrow. Remember, there's a nod to it where he's like, "Are you feeling a little brave and the bold?" Like,
Oh, yeah.
there, yeah. I love Kevin Smith. He's one of my favorites, and of course, Green Arrow is one of my favorites. So I have Quiver, and
Mhm.
it is a beautiful trade that I just. And my brother-in-law actually had 1 through 12,
Yeah, the
and
single issues.
yeah, like 1 through 12 or 14 in the single issues, and it was like right as I was getting started to collect those ones that he actually gave them to me,
Mm-hmm.
and I just about like lost my mind. I had him drive home. They sat in my lap the whole way home, and then even once we got home, I stayed on the couch with them on my lap. Like, I can't believe I have these all in. They were all in really good condition, and my brother-in-law was just like, you deserve to have them. And the only thing is, he's kept his number 1, and I have my number 1, because then if cons ever do come back again, I'm sure they will. It's just a matter of time. Um, if we ever get the chance, we would both go get our number 1 signed by Kevin Smith. So it's a cool
Yeah, I
thing.
have the Daredevil one, and
Yeah, my whole family's nerds,
yeah.
except for my sister. One of my
This is
sisters,
pretty
actually.
interesting, though. Yeah, did you know Omnibus is Latin for all of us?
I didn't know that. That's
Yeah,
awesome. Oh, that's
I
pretty cool.
I can see how it is though. Yeah,
Yeah.
because I mean I used to. I mean I wasn't like obviously fluent in or anything, but like I used to like kind of study a lot of Latin and stuff, and
What issue was it that was hard to get?
I think it was the I saw that somewhere.
We're trying to keep up. It's a work in progress.
The
But yeah,
hardest to get
that Smith,
done.
and he is a troll. My goodness gracious, because it like in Green Arrow, Quiver, Kevin Smith has a lot of dialogue. A lot of dialogue.
Oh, yeah.
And then he does Hit Girl. And that first issue of Hit Girl, he is a troll. Total
He
troll.
did like his own like silent issue.
I
Right?
didn't notice that. My bad.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah.
Yeah, because did it have any dialogue? Or was there
very
one?
last page.
So there was one at the last page. That's
there
what I
was one
couldn't
little
remember.
thought bubble at the very last page of the first issue. And I actually really enjoyed it. I don't know if we still have it. I hope we do. We might have sold it, but I don't know.
I can't remember if we did or not.
I think we might still have it.
Yeah.
We have to check.
Yeah, because it was only like a little 3-issue little miniseries he did on it, I think.
I think it was like a wrong tube. Oh, that totally went down the wrong tube. I'm okay. Oh, it's gonna make me sneeze. I don't want to sneeze.
Bless you.
I sometimes forget how to drink liquids, and they just go down the wrong hole, and then it makes me sneeze.
Oh, wow, yeah, Lady Fantastic says, yeah, it took 10 hours of it in college, translated a lot of Seneca.
That's way awesome. The one thing I wish I still did from high school was sign language. I really miss sign language.
Yeah, because a lot of that nomenclature is rooted in Latin. That's true.
Oh, that is true. See, and
A lot of stuff is rooted in Latin that you don't realize until you kind of start.
what makes me sad is that they're not still teaching cursive. Because
Yeah.
it's like all of our old history documents and everything are in cursive.
I remember when my grandmother
like-
told me about that.
I remember being in elementary and them saying, you need to learn cursive because once you're out of elementary, it's all you're going to write. You're not going to write normal. And then they're like, freaking. It's like the same thing with the calculators.
Yeah, like
But-
I remember at the time I kind of hated it back then.
I still love it.
But I like
really
it,
still
yeah.
love cursive. Like, it's something that they shouldn't take away.
Yeah,
wish
I
we
don't
knew
think
the
they
metric
should.
system too.
Yo, Russ.
Hey Russ, thanks for joining us.
How's it
It's
going?
good to see you. I was about to respond to your tag, and then I realized I was 5 minutes late and had to come in here and do the show.
Yeah,
So I'll
'cause,
post it
yeah, it's
after.
gonna be a Hall of Fame post because it's like what 4 or 5 tags in one. Like,
Well, he did a total of 4 tags. It was selfie, slab, signature, Superman. I did selfie, slab, signature, but adding 2 more.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's what it was. Yeah,
I've been trying to be more active on Instagram because I know this past like week or so I wasn't as active, but there's just been some stuff going on that like it's been draining me emotionally that I just haven't been getting back. But I'm coming back around, so we have our good days and our bad days. But yeah, I'll definitely post it after the show because I'm proud of it.
yeah, it was a good one. I was stoked when we
Mm-hmm.
thought of that too because of how many tags it hit. Yeah.
See, and if Barbarian, if you are still in the chat and if you do another mystery box, just let me know. I would totally get another mystery box from Barbarian because he had done those Barbarian boxes, and I really like how he tailored it to just be like, okay, just list off a couple of characters, and he tailored the surprise the mystery box, and this was one of the ones that I got. The Green Arrow, and it's the Jack Kirby one. I noticed earlier today, I don't think this thing has even been read. Like, the spine isn't cracked at all.
Yeah, so
And
it
I was
collects 11 Jack Kirby Green Arrow stories from the 50s.
Collected for the first time, 11 classic Emerald Archer tales from the 1950s featuring art by the immortal Jack Kirby.
Yeah, like I didn't even know about that. And you know what's crazy?
It doesn't even look cracked. I don't even know if it's been read.
it definitely hasn't.
It's just like...
Because there's no color breaking like on the spine itself, and since this is that prestige square
What's
bound, it's not
crazy-
even down there.
Yeah, what's crazy is it's like, this looks like a sticker, but it's not. Like, it's
Yeah.
awesome. But I got it in the Barbarian box, and so it's like, Barbarian is a good guy
So,
to
and
get
what was
books
cool
from.
after you got that, I'm listening to a podcast at work, like hell, I don't know, maybe months later, or
As
like a
usual.
little while
Yeah.
later, and the host of what podcast was it? So I can shout it out, but it most likely was Comic Conspiracy because that's the one I listened to the most. It's
Yeah.
possible it wasn't, so don't quote me on this, but that's the one I would listen to most of the time. But the guest host that was on it had mentioned to I wanted to say Jim Shooter, but that's not who it was. I'm trying to think. He would have been editor in chief of DC at the time back then.
I'm not
Oh,
sure.
maybe Dick Giordano. Maybe
It,
no, Paul Levitt. I think that's his name.
are you
Yeah,
sure?
it might have been him, Paul Levitt or whatever. So he approached him.
Hey, Rod! Thanks for joining us. Good to
Yo,
see
Rican,
you.
what's
Gotta
going
have
on,
you
buddy?
on sometime. It's been
Yeah,
too
we do.
long.
It's been a
It's
while.
been
Yeah,
way
he was
too
he was
long.
one of our earlier guests on the show. We'll
Mhm.
definitely need him back.
Back in the day. Oh yeah, and I discovered, or not discovered. I realized I'm gonna give away one of my nerd puzzles for our 400 subscriber giveaway.
Yeah, we're really gonna start.
That's in the works. It hasn't quite lifted off the ground yet, but
Well, we're
we're
gonna
gonna be
start
getting
advertising
books.
that out. Yeah,
Yeah,
because we're gonna start like a road to 400 thing.
Coast to Coast will be on Jeffrey's. Okay, perfect.
Oh, okay.
We,
Wait,
we
is
haven't
that
figured out the sound on the computer with the headphones though, because he likes his whatever the thingy is
Oh,
called
I'm
over
taking
there.
a night off. Okay, that's what I was gonna ask.
That's
Is that from here on out, or is that just like a this week kind of thing? But
Oh yeah, I was gonna respond to the comic collector. He had trouble doing Russ's tag. It was quite a few, and if it wasn't for him, he like tossed into others, and I'm like, oh, perfect. So yeah, it requires a wardrobe
yeah,
change, but it was just a shirt, so
yeah, you might
yeah,
you might win the tag game on that one. I don't know
maybe
if it can be topped, but no.
it could
So
be. It could always be topped.
yeah, so this guest host on this podcast, yeah, I think it was Paul Levitz or whatever.
Oh yeah, I forgot you were talking.
So
about
he
that
went, but
podcast.
yeah,
My bad.
yeah. Point is, he went to the editor in chief of DC at the time at a con
Mm-hmm.
and said, like, was talking about these
Ah.
issues that Kirby did back in the 50s, and he kind of mentioned to him like you guys should put that in like a collected trade or whatever, and he said no, like for real, like that's a good idea, you know, like he was all about it, and sure enough, like months later, it happened, you know, and that's it right there.
I still need to do the Jeff. I still need to read the Jeff Lemire Green Arrow that you got me.
I still need to read it too.
I definitely need to get it. Like this is just a beautiful hardcover.
Oh yeah, and I'm actually
Uh,
reading a different collected edition stories from Marvel that this same creative team did.
Yeah, I haven't read this one yet, but I need to. It's the Jeff Lemire.
Yeah, Jeff
You
Lemire
know?
and Andrea Sorrentino, and I'm reading Old Man Logan
Oh,
that this team
Right.
did.
what I really love about these hardcovers is that they do a completely different cover on the outside. Like, look at that. And then it turns to his arrow in the black and the red. Like,
Yeah, so yeah, because Jeff
That's
Lemire
gorgeous.
had a little run during the New 52.
he likes to spoil me when he can. And I'm not complaining.
Yeah, I mean, you're really easy to kind of shop for though.
I know,
Like,
you'd
I
think
know what you
after
like.
being like together, like going on 8 years, married 3 years, I'd finally just be like confident in getting you like birthday presents and Christmas presents. But I still have that like, but what if he doesn't like it? I'm like, dude, I know him inside and out.
I know there's no way.
My
that
brain is weird. It likes to create a lot of self doubt where there shouldn't be. But
yeah.
hey, what can I say? I
Right.
think we're all guilty of it sometimes.
All right, Rod. Thanks for stopping by, buddy. Hope you
Yeah,
have
we'll
a
try and
hope you
hop
have a good
into
one.
your chat later because I know you'll go on after us here soon.
Yeah, we'll have to
And
make
we
sure
have to try and catch Sharon's show with Rena. It's they're doing a giveaway thing, and
tonight.
I think it's tonight. It was the Beta Ray Bill giveaway. I don't know if it was the contest that you had already entered in because again this past week I haven't been very active. It's just there's been more stuff going
Yeah, a
on.
lot of stuff
that
got away
it's-
from us.
Yeah, yeah. But
In and out with the Rican.
so we will have to check that out, and we'll probably be in the chat if I don't end up leaving. Hopefully, no, I don't. I don't know. There's a lot on the table, but the other one that I finally got around to reading that it was really good and I enjoyed, and I can't wait for you to read it. Jessica Jones.
Oh,
It was so good. I really enjoyed this read.
yeah,
I even have
that's
my
her,
Alias Investigations coffee cup.
and that's like her first stuff, right? Like that was her
I
first
believe
appearance,
so.
if I remember right. Yeah, it says Meet
Yeah.
Jessica Jones on the back, so I think that was
Yeah.
her first stuff.
It was. I want to find her number one on this, because like some of the
Yeah,
some
her
of
first
the-
appearance. I don't think it's really that expensive of a key.
I really don't think it is. I really want to find it though, because I loved it. This story is so good, And it's like for some of the, because when we first started collecting and reading together, I don't know why my hair's doing that. It's stupid. I need a haircut. But when we first started reading together and collecting together, I would get trades over issues, and then as after I had the chance to read the trades, I've always wanted to kind of go and find the first issue of the trade, kind of like how I did with this one.
Oh,
I
yeah.
really love this single issue. It's the number 1 to Overture, and Overture is really, really good. It's another one of my you should reads, and maybe not listen to me and read it in the order that I read it in, because I'm kind of butt ass backwards when it comes to a lot of things. Like, for real. This was one of my other favorites. I read this one before I read all of what is collected in, like, the everything before this.
Like the regular
So,
run.
yeah. I kind of spoiled myself on some stuff, but at the same time, I'm so forgetful
That's
that
actually probably a good segue.
yeah. I'm still so forgetful that by the time I go back and read it, I'm like, oh yeah. Like, I don't know how I am even still alive, guys. I forget my own age. I forget what I did 10 minutes ago.
I've been
Like,
forgetting my age a lot. I haven't had to
I know
ask
you've
you.
been having to ask, yeah, and I'm like,
Mike, how old am I again?
I know you're 5 years older than me, and that's about it.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Wasn't there another cosmic thing you realized with the numbers?
Oh, it was my grandparents were 5 years age difference too.
That's right. Yeah, because we have their pictures on the side of the fridge, and even your grandparents were 5 years apart, and it was your grandpa was older.
5 years older, yeah, like I am.
See, that's crazy. How, you can't make this stuff up, guys. It's crazy. But yeah, like Overture was a really good read, and I'm super excited for Neil Gaiman's Sandman universe on Netflix.
And this is the nice segue.
We're glitching. I don't know if it's on my phone or if it's just on the stream, so hopefully we're not cutting out. It could just be on my phone because it's like really bad internet on my phone.
Yeah, I hope it's...
My phone isn't the best.
I hope we would know if...
I like Beta Ray Bill. Good dude.
never-
Worthy, right? My
we've never
brother-in-law
really...
wants that first appearance so bad. It could just be on my phone because my phone's been slowing down. Like, I think it's getting full of, like, memory stuff, so it's kind of, like, glitching because it hasn't glitched on here and nobody said we've glitched.
Oh, you wanna what?
Oh, it's the Ethernet cable.
Yeah, we're on Wi-Fi right now. I forgot to plug in the Ethernet. God damn it.
Gosh darn it. How could you? But Jesus, man, and his mother.
But yeah,
How rude.
these Omnis are freaking
Gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
So sorry if there is lag. We forgot to plug in the Ethernet cable from my work desk. And he's going to do it anyways now. Hey, Jojo, it's good to see you. Happy belated birthday. I hope you had a blast. It must have been, like, surreal to be at the stadium with no fans. It's kind of like how I felt really weird going to Walmart on Black Friday and it not being, like, packed with all these amazing deals. Because I like, usually in the past, I've never gone to a Black Friday sale ever. Or, you know, I've done, like, the cyber ones online when they started doing those, but it was weird when I had to go to Walmart on Black Friday, and it didn't even feel like Black Friday. It's weird. Times are changing.
Yeah, I wasn't with you on that, so I've definitely been to a lot of Black Friday.
He just got the Ethernet cable in, so hopefully it isn't chopping no more.
Yeah, it might. I mean, even since I did just put in, I would still probably have to, like...
There's a clip, though, of David Tennant with, what's his name? You didn't paint that? Like
Michael Sheen.
Yeah, Michael Sheen. There's a clip on Facebook that I came across with David Tennant, Michael Sheen, and they're like, "Oh, what did you do this morning?" It's like, "Oh, we painted this," and he's like, "I'll show you mine if you show me yours." And David Tennant shows his little pineapple, and it's just like this little drawing, little quick sketch, and then Sheen pulls out his, and it's like a full-on oil painting, and it's just like, "You did not paint that." Yes, I did. The banter is so great, and it makes me want to go rewatch Good Omens. If you haven't seen Good Omens on Amazon Prime, totally go see it. It is so worth it. So good. It is like 6 episodes, and they were about an hour and a half each. Or an hour.
I can't remember. I think they were an hour, probably.
I think it was 12. I think it was, 6. It was 6 episodes, and I think they were like 40 minutes to an hour, give or take, on some of them.
I wonder.
But it was really worth the watch.
So I wonder if I can.
Which when the Gabe Kuhn package with the old school Zeldas was the deal. Ooh, yeah, that was good times. Good times.
Yeah, because like in the past,
It didn't feel
I've
like
done
Black
I've done a
Friday.
couple Black Fridays where I got like a new computer a couple times, like a
A
laptop,
new tablet.
a tablet once. Yeah.
He needs a new pen for his stylus thing on his uh, note phone.
Yeah, I'm drawing on my phone till that
Yeah.
damn nib falls off.
I believe it, yeah, because it didn't feel like Black Friday. It was weird.
Yeah,
Times are
see, I
changing.
don't know if I can refresh without like ending the stream or anything.
I don't know. Is it still? It is still choppy.
Yeah, because I would probably have to refresh or get out and then come back in kind of thing. Uh,
I don't know.
to like
I'm
reconnect.
an amateur. We're amateurs. If
Like
you
if
want to
I
find out,
let me try this. Let's see if I.
maybe you guys know. You guys are all on more than we are. Like we need to pop up more, but we need to figure out the echo.
Oh, Lady Fantastic says you guys are fine.
Oh
Oh,
yeah, see,
okay.
making a
Um,
spectacular
I
spectacle.
I know. I keep
Spectacle.
forgetting
Test.
to.
I'm so glad I didn't finish that one. Oh my goodness gracious.
Yeah, I know. I keep forgetting to plug in the Ethernet because at first we were able to keep it in, but now with you're working in here, we have to swap
Yeah.
it back and forth.
Yeah, we moved my desk from the living room to here, and it's like just right there. And it is better because they have been still fixing the ceiling, and they had to come fix the heat because the pilot light went out. So like for the past 2 nights, we were really freezing our balls off. It was cold.
I know.
It was so cold.
Hey,
that-
Dofia.
Hey, Delphia, it's good to see you. I'm sure you were already in when Katrine was in earlier, but I mean, it's like with me and him when we watch The Hunters or any other show. He's usually right next to me, so it's just how it is.
Another thing that's cool about these, we actually have the 2 volumes. They made 3, but the third is just kind of like some of the like minis and.
Yeah,
But yeah, it's like black pages
it's
on
gorgeous.
the
Like,
interior, like even like yeah, like all there. But
he likes his big bulky books, and I'm like, I find those kind of hard to read, but they are beautiful collections. So don't get me wrong, I still love them, but
Yeah.
they're just kind of difficult to read. Like whereas this is like done and done. Oh, sorry,
well,
I didn't mean to hit
and
the
it's
mic.
funny because I just found an omnibus that I would think it would be the first Omni you'd probably ever read, but it's a Green Arrow omnibus, and it collects Longbow Hunters, and then his first ongoing, like 1 through like 50.
Hey, I
It
need to
was a
get that.
huge omnibus.
Yeah.
And I kind of did some size comparison and page counts and stuff. It would even be like 300 pages more than the Infinity
That's what you
War.
were talking about when I came in earlier to like grab something. You were like, "Oh yeah, this one has 300 more pages." It's like,
Yeah, with how
oh
big
yeah,
that Infinity War omnibus is, that Green Arrow one would
you
be
really
300
dive
more
like
pages than that.
head first, like fully submerged into everything.
I don't know
and I
how
love
they.
it.
I
It's like
couldn't even
passion.
imagine how
It's
big
just
it is.
great. I love
What?
you. I don't know. I'm weird. I am tired. Oh, I'm going off my own the beat of my own drum here.
You're off your rocker.
I I actually no, yeah. I think I took my meds last night.
I just
I'm
think
pretty sure
that
I
that
did.
would be an omnibus like that big would be brutal on the spine. It would
Well,
be
that's
hard to
like
read. And
yeah, it's like I like the it's cool to have them in those big collections, but they would be really hard to read. The one thing that I want to try and find all 12 issues of,
was it? It was probably 6 based off the size of that.
it was 6. You're
Yeah.
right. I want to find all 6. I have the first one. It used to be up there, but I moved it down over there, and I really loved the Poison Ivy Circle of Life and Death, and so I want to like double dip and get the single issues of this one too. I really enjoyed this read. This was actually one of the first ones that Soldier surprised me with. When we first started collecting, I wasn't anticipating him ordering anything. And then we had gotten an A-OK from, I think, Mo. And then it was like right around the same time that this had came in and he had ordered it. And I really loved it. I thought it was a good read. I know it's unpopular, but I actually really liked her green and black costume. I didn't see anything wrong with it. I enjoyed it. Like I
Oh,
liked the
her
contrast of the green on the black and
her new 52 suit.
yeah, her new 52 suit.
Yeah, I've always liked
yeah,
it.
I really liked her original green, and so it's like I know a lot of people don't like this outfit, and it's like I get
I
it.
have heard it quite a
understand
few
why,
times. Yeah.
but I actually kind of like it. Like I don't think it's bad. But yeah, I want to get all 6 issues of this one because I read it and I loved it, and I've read it again, and it's so good.
Didn't it
And
have
it would just be kind of cool to collect the issues
Didn't it have
individually.
Clayman interiors?
Mm-hmm.
Because that's who's
Check
gonna
out
be
how-
the. Oh wow,
Check out that.
that is gorgeous.
Like, it is beautiful. Try and get the glare away.
Because that's gonna be
It was a really good book. I enjoyed it. I would read it
yeah,
again.
that's gonna be the interior artist on Batman and Catwoman.
Yes. Oh, so good. I am hyped for that.
Oh, Lady
I want it.
Fantastic says one of my big goals.
It's to get the first 10 Swamp Things where Wrightson was on the cover art. I think I have 5 out of 10 now, halfway there. Ooh,
That's
so close
one of
there.
our goals too.
Yeah, you sold some of them. but you
yeah,
do
we
still
sold
have
a
some.
couple of them.
Yeah.
But we have.
I'll keep an eye out though. I will. Definitely. I'm gonna screenshot that and remember for later.
Yeah.
Haha.
So 5 of 10. Yeah, yeah. You should let us know which ones
Yeah.
you have
which
too
ones?
specifically.
Yeah, 'cause that screenshot won't tell me which ones. I try and think I'm ahead for a second, and then I realize, well, I forgot a detail.
Because I know I definitely need number 1.
I'm really good at forgetting the major details that make a story make sense. So
Yeah,
half the
I
time,
love Bernie Wrightson too. I'm a huge fan of him.
half the time I'm talking to him, I'm like not making any sense because I thought I already said the major detail that would have made everything make sense when I
You
didn't. and
always
then-
leave it out.
Yeah, I assume everybody can read minds, and then they already know.
That was actually something I did start reading though. Was the
Swamp Thing is really awesome.
the Bronze Age. It's not the Bronze Age omnibus, but it's like the soft cover trade
Yeah, soft cover trade.
collection.
It's over
of,
in my tweets too. I forgot to grab.
I started reading that. Yeah,
Balin, Catwoman.
I saw it too, and I had meant
It's
to
on
grab
my
it.
nightstand in the room.
I saw it, and I was like, "Oh, I need to grab that for her because I know she's gonna forget it." And
They're
then I
still
forgot
not
it.
done with the ceiling yet, so a lot of our books are kind of all over the place, and we're losing track of them. It's
I
like
know. I'm so scattered. That's a
His
big thing.
books
Why
were
it's been hard to
everywhere.
read stuff because
Yeah.
I'm like, oh god, because I had everything like
So
in the order I was gonna. Yeah.
I had to work, and he was off for the day, and he comes in here and he's getting ready to just file everything and put everything away, and kind of get the stack down to file, which he did. He did good on, but for about as much as he put away, he pulled out double in what he wanted to write on and what he forgot we had and what he wanted to put on display. And I come in here and I'm like, oh, so have you not done anything? He's like, wait, you just see that fucking the stack of the to file has gone down. I'm like, oh yeah, it has, but why is everything else out all over the place? Okay, your mess.
Yeah.
You clean it up. Just go for it. Whatever you do. You do you. What did you do to you?
What did you do to you?
What did you do to you? I ain't your mama, so I ain't gonna tell you what to do. Like ever, no.
So this one's.
But yeah, it was a kind of mess, and they're not done with the ceiling yet. So hopefully
Where-
they will be soon.
I mean, I'm trying to get more like artist books
Mhm.
and stuff
And,
too.
yeah, you've shown.
But
He's
yeah.
super proud of this one. He's shown.
Yeah,
it a
this
few
one,
times.
the Jack Kirby one, and this thing.
Oh yeah, so I actually really did enjoy. Oh, I'm gonna have to screenshot that 2, 5, 6, 8, and 10. Screenshot.
Oh yeah, yeah. I think
Mm.
2. I think 2 is one of the ones that we.
I think you
that we
sold Seawood.
Yeah, I think if I remember right, I think it was
Mm.
Seawood that.
I actually really did enjoy some of the New 52 stuff. Like Catwoman's New 52 run, I enjoyed. I thought it was good.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, everyone pretty much agrees on like the Batman,
Mhm.
the Snyder and Capullo, but I had just started the Batwoman. Wasn't that Gail Simone? If I remember
Yes.
right, yeah, I think
Yep.
it's Gail Simone. I did read that. Yeah, the full New 52 Catwoman. I did read
Yeah.
that was really good. I did like that.
My cord to the Matrix got stuck on the desk and it like pulled my headset.
Oh, there you go. Here's your
Oh, yeah.
Giant Man and
Giant Man.
Ant-Man and
Good stuff. Good stuff. I got
yeah.
that.
And this is like this is a weird format, like the size of this thing.
That Poison Ivy cover is really good. I have it. I have only the first issue, and it was a AOK from, I believe it was from Mo. I remember it was like one of the first AOKs we ever received, and then he had surprised me with the trade. And then after I read the trade, I was like, I want all 6 of them. Like
I still remember what the first one was.
the very first AOK.
Mm-hmm.
Bueller? Disco Bay.
Yep.
Disco Bay. See? And then George. D-Runk.
D-Runk, yeah, was
One of-
very,
yeah.
very early too.
One of the variants I have over there is from D-Runk. I loved watching the
might
Last
have-
Con. It was such a good. It was so good. If you
Yeah.
guys haven't seen it, you gotta go rewatch it. Like we rewatched it again just because it was great.
We watched it a couple times. I mean, big.
Yeah. It's been watched and rewatched. He
Yeah.
put it together so well, and I love how this community is just ever growing and ever just restoring my faith in humanity.
Yeah, huge shout out and round of applause for Bear on that. He did so good on that.
Last one, I had like 2 more to show, but I'll go in this one first. I think it's an underrated series. I really enjoyed 1 through 7. I think they had. Let me see.
Yeah, you've read quite a bit of it, and I haven't read any of it.
1 through 7 is really, really good. I enjoyed it so much. Postal, I really enjoyed it a lot. The Deliverance stuff that's coming out right now isn't quite as good, but it is still good. I still pick it up and I still read it, and I haven't been disappointed yet. There's still very suspenseful events that are happening, but this I feel is like super underrated. I can't wait for you to read it because it's like he's diagnosed with Asperger's. I can never pronounce that. Asperger's. syndrome.
Asperger's.
Asperger's.
Which
can't
I
pronounce
could
it.
be wrong, but I think it's a form of
Autism.
autism, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it's on the high functioning spectrum.
It's a hypo.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's
They,
what I
they
thought.
thought I had it at some point. But yeah, it's really good story, and it's like this town and these criminals, and it's like it's good, and who you are there is who you are, like who you were, like it's good. It's hard to explain, but it's really good, and I enjoyed it. It's underrated. If you haven't read Postal, you might enjoy it, and I recommend it. I read 1 through 7 super quick, and then I've been reading The Deliverance, and it hasn't been as good, but it's still been good.
Wasn't there like some change in the creative team?
Yeah,
From that.
that's the one thing I don't like is the art style has changed. I
artist.
think the artist has changed, and it's kind of harder to get as into it as I was in these ones because the art is a lot better, or more my style in this one than it is in the Deliverance ones. But it's still not too bad.
Isn't all of it written by Brian Hill?
Yes.
Yeah, I've become
Was
a
it
fan
Matt
of him too.
Hawkins that was supposed to come here
Haw-
and then
yeah,
he bailed?
Hawkins is the
I
one.
was like so excited. I had ordered like the second issue of this volume 1, and then he canceled on us. It was like the day before the day before that I had found out because we were at the nerd store at the con.
At the con.
And I was like, "Oh, I'm so excited! You guys are gonna have him here tomorrow." And they're like, about that."
About
And I'm
that,
like,
he canceled for the 3rd year in a row.
he canceled for the 3rd year in a row. So maybe it's a sign.
I think he was-
some idols you shouldn't meet.
I think he's one of the artists or something on it, but
I always have a special place in my heart for Kurt Colbert.
For Kurt Colbert, yeah,
Kurt
that's what
Colbert.
I was laughing at. That I was.
Yeah, agreed.
That was.
I
Yeah.
love his dog when he's like in the after clips with Geek Aficionado.
Is your dog watching TV? No,
No,
he's just
it's
weird.
weird. I love it.
And it was funny because then we were watching some other like Bear Island content, and his dog gets up there and sits in the same position and does it again. And I was like, guys, like, does he like always do that or something? Because like, and it's funny
I
because he's
think-
just staring at the wall.
Yeah, I totally get his love for David Mack.
Oh yeah.
Where did it go?
Oh yeah. Yeah. And Andy said, "Have you guys seen Mortal Engines? It's not." It's not
yet.
the best movie I've ever seen, but it's worth a watch on a Saturday afternoon. Gives off steampunk vibes. I remember when the trailers for that came out, and that was almost my exact thoughts to it too. Like,
My mom says
like
that we still
like
have
that
to watch.
kind of looks like a cool movie. Like, but you know, probably won't be the like best movie I've ever seen, but it looks kind of cool. What do you?
Oh, it's right there. Jesus. I thought I put Jessica Jones over there, and I was like, oh no, where did I set it? I
Oh.
don't want to lose my books. And then I realized it's right here. So I was gonna show the David Mack like art, and like it's like awesome.
Yeah,
Like,
he's.
David Mack.
I
Is,
love
I
David
like his
Mack.
like watercolor like look. It's just beautiful, beautiful by far. You guys. Oh, you already read that.
Oh yeah.
I'm a slow one. I fell behind.
Yeah, and Gatos did the interiors.
And then just the last one I had that I really enjoyed was Scarlet. Bendis. Like I know some people don't like Bendis.
He's kind of one of those
believe.
love him or hate him, kind of like Tom King or Todd McFarlane or like most big creators.
I really enjoyed this series, and I have some of it in issues. I have the 1 and 2 of this one, and I
So
enjoyed it. It's
was
like
that the older series?
oh, I always get it confused.
I
Let me
know,
see. Why do you ask me these questions on
cause
air?
cause
No,
his
I'm kidding.
Jinx World stuff.
It's like a
Some of it was stuff that he had done in the past. Cause Jinx World was kind of like his like creator on
wrong
stuff.
book. I grabbed Saga instead. My bad. Yeah, see Saga.
And
There's the book
supposedly
2.
this was a big selling point of why he came
So good.
to
I know you all
DC.
have already read this one, so I just need to say more. Like,
Right.
you already know. Yeah. But I have the single issues, and then these ones I think came out.
These probably are the older series because I
I
think.
believe they are the older series, and I loved the trades more than I did the issues. This was 2010, 2011.
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, this came
Yeah.
out
So
first, and I really enjoyed this more so than I did the single issues. But I really liked the woman power, apocalyptic. Well, not apocalyptic, but you know,
on the
the
verge of. I mean, yeah, it's like almost
brutality.
post civil war in a way.
Yeah, it's kind of something that's somewhat a thing in nowadays, even. But I'm not going
Yeah,
there
it might.
because,
Yeah, we're not going down that road,
you
but.
know, yeah, I'm gonna keep that one out because
But
I
it,
just,
yeah, it can
yeah.
actually not seem too far off. But yeah,
But I really
um,
enjoyed these two, and I really liked the art. And I thought Scarlet was a badass. I hit my mic again. Like, I really enjoyed this. I thought it was good. If you like Bendis and you haven't read it yet, you should read it. I think it would be worth the read.
yeah.
Um,
My thing with Bendis is, I mean, I've read stuff that I love and I've read stuff that I didn't like. So I'm
to each their own. That's
yeah,
the
I'm
thing
kind of
about
I like
recommendations, though,
them.
too. Because it's like I always trust your recommendations, but I don't always trust my recommendations. And never mind. You know, like
Yeah,
some of it, it's like I need to talk about it, so you need to read it either way. So.
yeah, yeah. Andy Bendis will always have a place in my heart because of Ultimate Spider-Man. See, and
Yeah.
that's like the stuff I need to read is I haven't read hardly any of the Ultimate stuff. I mean, I have picked
Yeah.
up
All right.
what?
Yeah, I don't know. I was going back and rereading another comment because I'm a short bus. It's been a long day.
Yeah, because like that's why I really wanted to get the Miles Morales Ultimate Spider-Man Omnibus. That's I don't think it's came out yet. Well, one of them did come out, but not the one that collects like what I'm looking for. But
I think I showed a lot more books than you.
and then I only have 2 more right here.
Oh, okay.
And then the Ultimate Spider-Man 1 too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Which I actually found
I have a lot of alerts.
our
There's
LCS had a big.
Big Lion Cat is doing a live auction. Just so you know. Support. Oh, duh. We're on right now. And then Jeffrey is doing Coast to Coast, which we'll hop over after. I'm going to let you do your thing. Sorry. My bad.
I don't even know what I was even talking about now.
It's so easy to get you so off track. Like, we played the silent game, and I lost after, like, 5 seconds, but it was the practice round. And then I was, like, mute, and I was just staying focused on what I was doing on my phone. And then I look over, and he was falling asleep. And I'm like, oh. So maybe if I would have kept talking, you know, he would have stayed awake.
I wouldn't have.
And then you still would have blamed me for getting you distracted.
So the last 2 I have is some of the absolutes we have.
Yes, these are beautiful.
And this one, I started reading this one. I need to keep reading this. So this is the All-Star Batman and Robin the Boy Wonder.
Ooh.
Frank Miller, Jim Lee.
There you go there. I am so bad at checking messages, guys. I'm working on it.
We already did it in the middle of our show.
No, I didn't. What one?
Huh? No, I said you don't need to do it in the middle of our show.
Why not?
I don't know. Like,
It's not the middle. It's near the end.
yeah. So this one.
I gotta clear some my OCD. I gotta clear some of it. I gotta clean that.
Absolute Kingdom Come.
That was gonna go.
Holy Alex Ross. Gloriness.
I think I'm. Yeah.
This, so I haven't read it yet, and admittedly, I don't want to F it up. Because, like, holy cow, this thing is like. Oh my god, look at this. like right here on this first one.
Oh. Yeah, be careful with that.
It's like just like pencil. Even it just looks like a white color pencil. But yeah, I mean, Alex Ross Interiors. Yeah.
Jeez, man. My poor sister. I had like 13 messages from a group message, and she got bad news. She's coming to town again for something that shouldn't be. But yeah, that's kind of vague. Sorry. What can I say? I beat around the bush sometimes. Not really. Hardly ever.
I don't know if I'm
like
holding
more
it in camera view or not, but
You are.
yeah.
Let's see like that. And then you go, ooh. That is very big and beautiful. And yeah,
know,
I don't have any
incredible.
other books. I gotta close that. I am multitasking. It is what it is. But did you have any? I felt like I was going somewhere with something. I can't remember what I was gonna say now. What was it?
No, I did have.
It was something. It escaped my memory. Escape. That's funny. It's spelled just like escape. You can read.
No, I did have like a
Sometimes.
few. Oh hell. Yeah, like
You're right. Of Gwen Stacy, Venom is awesome. Oh yeah, see we have this too. Venom.
Oh yeah.
Actually, if you are interested in this, let us know. Just send us a private message because we are actually.
Yeah,
maybe,
we're actually going to be posting
Yeah.
our
There's that one
Venom run for sale.
and that one. I'll show them real quick now that we're nearing the end, and I just already started it. Like I may as well follow through. Stay true.
Yeah, there's issue 2.
Stay true, my friends. Stay true. Keep going forward.
Is all of them there? I'm hoping that they're all there.
I think
should
they
be.
are all here. I just don't think they are in order.
No, they're not in order. That was 8.
Yeah, they are not in order, but they are all here. And then there's.
Yeah, and Andy said, I never read that Kingdom Come. Need to change that. Yeah, I still haven't.
Right, see, so all of these Venom ones we're thinking of letting go. If you're interested.
I'm going to read it eventually, though. I'll read it.
Or if you're interested, just let us know.
That one's 11.
Because he's been doing stuff on it.
So yeah, so we have pretty much like 1 through 16, I think it is, and
I think
the only one we don't have
is the one that we sold too
we
soon.
sold last year, which was issue 3, the one that got
Too
the
soon.
biggest. Yeah, I would really love to be
I'm
selling
gonna have
it
to
right
put
now.
these in order because it's gonna bug my OCD.
Yeah.
It's really gonna bug my OCD. I took pictures of them and everything because we were getting ready to post them, but yeah, we're just letting them go because we need to make up for other stuff or like, yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's kind of a combination of we can use the money and also purging too at the same time.
Yeah, because we were kind of slowly starting to purge some of our stuff now that we're getting like more into it, but.
And also like with this series being as hot as it has been, and with No finally showing up like right about now, and like with the King in Black stuff coming out, I just kind of have a feeling that like now's the time to unload the series, because like I'll eventually probably get it in like hardcover or trade or something, because I stopped getting it like back on issue 16 or something, so like I haven't even been getting it still up to this point.
I'm gonna put them in order.
But I did like those issues back then though, so like yeah, I'll just get it in trade or something in the future or something. But and don't get me wrong, I love Venom as a character. He's a creation of my favorite creator. But yeah, I'd just kind of I could sacrifice that for making more room for, I don't know, more Spawn books, or because like holy cow, like yeah, that Spawn collection is taking up space pretty rapidly. get it?
Yep.
Oh hell.
So it is number one. No, so it's the 2 different annual number ones.
There is a
And
number
then
one though.
it's the number one. And then there is, yeah, because it's the 2 annual number ones, and then the number one, and then it's 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 14, 13. Oh, that one got missed.
Where
Okay,
did
hold on, let me
9
put
go?
that- Good. 11, 12, 13, 14, and 16.
Where the hell was 9?
Was that the one we gave away?
No, 3.
Oh, I don't know. That's a good question. It might still. It's one
Oh.
we're keeping. Yeah, we are keeping one of them.
Yeah, 9 is.
It's one that we are keeping because we got it in an A-OK.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because that's one of our rules. Yeah, we'll never sell anything we get A-OK.
If you're interested, just you are.
Even when we've gotten A-OK stuff that we might have already had, we would sell the one that we had and keep the A-OK.
This is
It's
true.
what we've done in the past. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we do have a lot of duplicates though too. So we don't anytime we like get duplicated on something, we don't always sell it either though.
Yeah, that's true.
Because
But-
there's a few books. Every
Yeah,
time
we
I come
have quite a
across
bit.
it, I'll buy one.
We have quite a bit. That's yeah. But if you're interested, just DM us. Let us know. I will try to get to our messages and.
Yeah,
I
and you might see some other stuff
Mhm.
here and there of us like selling stuff, but we're being adamant this time, and it's not going to be like last year. We're not.
Yeah, I'm not gonna let go of certain stuff, and I'm not gonna.
Yeah, it was heartbreaking last year.
It still breaks my heart. Like there's some of that stuff I want back, but
but
we live and we learn. Yep,
sometimes it could come back
full grade higher.
full grade higher.
Cause you know what? I told you so.
Oh my God.
You're never gonna hear the end of
Yeah,
it.
I know I'm not.
But I love you so much.
But yeah, I don't blame you for it either, though.
I love you so much.
I love you.
All right, but anyways, I guess that's.
I mean, I did have like a few news things, but I mean,
We
we're
can
already.
go over it next time. My
yeah.
hair is like acting on me.
I mean, one of the cool things I know we'd already kind of mentioned a little bit, but yeah, that Tech 27 sold for 1.5 million over the weekend. Like,
God, I wish I had 1.5 million.
yeah,
That'd be a different
I
story.
guess it was like it was a 7.0, graded 7.0 by CGC.
But thank you all so much, though, who have stayed with us and are still here. I'm going to try and hop in on Coast to Coast, not like on stream or anything like that, because I know they usually do. Is that like the shadow? Like, weird.
What?
Nothing. I'm just being weird. But yeah, I'll probably hop in the chats for a little bit on Coast to Coast, and I know there was an auction going on. Support, everybody else in the community. Life with 2 YouTubers, Sharon and Rena are having a show, I believe, tonight. I think at their usual time that they have it. I try. Effort counts, because you know what? Effort is sexy too. And with that, I bid thee adieu. Thank you all again so much for hanging out with us, for chilling. It's been another great night.
Yeah, we love you guys so much.
Be kind. Always try to be nice, but never fail to be kind. Live long and prosper.
We love you guys.
I got antlers again.